friends, I am back with another video for you in the Confident Rider Challenge. And today I thought it would be a good idea to go over some of the tools that you can use which will make your training with your horse a lot easier, and I've got some affordable options for you as well. So for me personally, using the different tools like that Clinton Anderson has, like the stick and string, the rope halter, and the lead rope, have been instrumental for me in earning the respect of my horses and being able to work with them more effectively. So you don't necessarily have to use these if you don't have them. I mean, that's okay, but they really are effective at training horses, and Frisbee is an excellent example of this, because when I was using a traditional halter, traditional lead rope, it was like nothing to him. So he didn't respect it, he didn't respect me. The minute I got this and put it on him, it was a completely different story, and he has become a different horse. Yes, I have owned Frisbee for over 10 years, so he knows me, I know him, but I really think that once I got these tools, my relationship with him changed, because he didn't push me around as much, and it was actually a relationship instead of I was just the fooder or the person that would feed him. I actually earned his respect, and he's a much better horse, and I am much more confident in my skills with him because of it. I think these played a part. But these tools are not cheap. If you go on Clinton Anderson's website, I mean, they're awesome and they work great, but the halter will cost you $36.99 unless you're a member of his No Worries Club. And if you just want to buy the lead rope, it'll cost you $78.99. He does have a deal where you can get them together, but let's just say for the sake of argument, you only wanted one or the other. So halter $36.99, 14-foot lead rope $78.99. And the last part of the toolbox that you're going to need is a handy stick, as Clinton Anderson calls it, or a stick and string. And again, you can buy this on Clinton Anderson's website for $36.99 just for the stick and $24.99 for the string. And they don't sell them together. They're separate, which is crazy because you kind of need both pieces to do the job. So these are the tools that I use anytime that I'm doing groundwork with my horses. And the rope halter, I wasn't too sold on at first, but after I put it on Frisbee and saw the instant change in him, I was sold. So typically the rope halter is what you'll always see my horses in because it works so good. I did buy the leather halters because they were just cool and I wanted my horses to have personalized halters, but I don't use those for training. Pretty much don't use them for anything unless I want to make my horses look pretty and they have the traditional style halter. But if you're using a traditional style halter, there's not really anything for a horse to respect. And a couple of times I've used these on Frisbee and he really doesn't respect it, and he has broken several of my leather halters because he just pulled back on them. That's why these are only basically for show. And the lead rope, so this lead rope is an 8-foot cotton lead rope versus the Yacht Rein lead rope. And the Yacht Rein lead rope is 14 feet long. This is 8 feet long. And it's thick. It's nice to lead the horse around, the cotton one. But for training, I always use the Yacht lead rope. It has a little weight to it, and it just works really well. I can throw it around the horses. It doesn't get tangled. And for training, this is what I always use. 90% of the time, I always use this lead rope anyway. And the stick and string, the stick kind of reminds me of a golf club. It has like a golf-like handle, and I believe the shaft is fiberglass. And the string, you can undo it, and then you can use the string around your horse's neck if you don't need it. Or you can also use, and you can use the stick separately. So like if you're going to use plastic bags or something to be a big scary object, you would take the string off. But then it just goes back on pretty easily, and it makes a very effective whip. And this is just a really great tool to have. It's long. It's not quite as long as my lunge whip, but since I got this, I haven't used this lunge whip in forever. And it kind of has the same type of handle on it, but it's longer. It's good for lunging, but I find that I have just as much success with this as I did with this. So when I'm doing groundwork with my horses, these are the only 3 tools that I use. And I do use it interchangeably on the horses, but since I was making this Confident Rider Challenge and I wanted to reward myself for the work that I'm doing with Ethan, I did go on Amazon and I found these tools that were a lot more affordable. And I found the Halter for $18.50. I found a new Yacht rope lead line that's 16 foot long for $36.95, and I found a new stick and string for $22.07. And I will leave the links down below in case that's something that you want to try out for your horse. So you can get the Clinton Anderson setup for about $177 if you're not a No Worries Club member, or you can get the same setup from Amazon for about $78. So if you're just getting started and you want to buy one piece at a time, I would probably recommend you start with the halter. That's the most important part. Then you can add to your collection as you progress in your training. And what makes the rope halter really work so well is it's a stiff rope halter. It's thinner than a traditional halter. So this is going to apply pressure behind your horse's ears, especially if he starts resisting or pulling back. There's also 4 knots on the noseband, and these rest on pressure points on your horse's nose. So when your horse pulls back, he's going to feel the pressure from the knots. And as soon as he gives into that pressure, he's going to get an automatic release. That is what makes this halter work so good. And then what makes the 14-foot lead rope a little bit different than a traditional lead rope is, first and foremost, it's 14 feet long. So you can use this when you're tying your horse, but more importantly, you can use this for groundwork with your horse. It has some weight to the rope, so again, when it's connected to the halter and you tug on that, he's going to get some pressure. But as soon as you release the pressure, he gets a release and he's rewarded with the release of pressure. I use this all the time in the arena with my horses. I don't necessarily canter them for lunging on this. I will walk and trot them on this, and it works very well. I can change direction. I'm not getting tangled up in the rope, and it's perfect. This is like I never thought I would use a 14-foot lead rope, but I use it all the time now, and this is one of my favorite tools. These 3 tools, in my opinion, are what has helped me to progress with my horses, and also, in my opinion, are essential for building a relationship of communication with your horse. I highly encourage you to try these tools out. I don't think you'll be disappointed, and if you're kind of on the fence and you're not sure, the first time you put this halter on your horse and see the difference that it makes, you will be rewarded with a horse that is like, yes ma'am, I am ready to go. So I would highly recommend you guys get these, try them out. It's going to improve your relationship with your horse. I don't mean to sound like a sales pitch, but having the right tools is going to make all the difference in your journey to becoming a more confident rider. So now we talked about the tools. So what I want you to do today for your challenge is, if you are going to get the tools, get the tools. I've left links down below if you want to go through Amazon so you can get them quicker, or you can go to your local feed store and see if they have them too. It really will make a difference. But if you don't have those and you're not planning on getting them, that's fine. Just go out and work with your horse. What I would like you to do today is spend at least 15 minutes working with your horse on the ground, either leading him or having him stand tied. If he's dancing around, take a little bit of extra time and work with him until he stands still. Once he stands still, he gets his reward of being done. You always want to end on a good note with your horse during your training session. So if he gives you a good moment and it clicks in your head like that's a good moment, then it's time to end your session. If it's 5 minutes into your training, see if you can go 10 to 15 minutes longer. The goal is to increase your time, but more than that, the goal is to actually get out with your horse, spend some time with him, and do something with your horse every single day. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Be sure to click the subscribe icon and the little bell notification so you get notified when I have a new video come out. And the whole month of August, there's a new video every single day, all related to helping you to become a more confident rider on the ground and in the saddle. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.